After last season, I'm a lot prepared for this fact of life. Became a feeder. So I spent an unreasonable amount of time watching the live feeds today, and I feel like I was talking earlier. I was talking on one of my calls for work, and I found myself being like, right? And then I'm like, shoot. So I think I've memorized Hisam's pitch to everybody, right? So let me do my best Hisam. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I know that I've done a lot of bad things in this house, right? All I can do for your mercy. Please forgive me. We all make mistakes, right? I was given some bad information in this house, and I made decisions based on that bad information that I was given, right? But if you keep me, I will be 1000% loyal to you. And if you watch the tapes back, you will see that I've been playing an honest game, right? That I've played the game with integrity and honesty, right? And I just feel so hurt because I did everything for the professors, right? But I know that I haven't always been the best. And all I can do is ask for your forgiveness. And I promise you, if you are one of the votes to keep me in this house, right? I am going to be 1000% committed to taking down the other side one by one, right? All right, that's my Hisam. Hisam was literally saying the same speech for hours. For hours. Okay. Hisam was repeating that speech over and over and over again. And I personally I would not want to be in that house with Hisam anymore. They're talking about flipping the votes, and I'm sitting here like, game aside, at this point in time, I would just be scared to spend more time in the house with this man because he's losing it. He's losing it. He's losing his grip and his grasp on reality. Felicia was trying to talk to him in the HOH room earlier, and she was trying to tell the man, it's just a game. She was trying to tell him, personally, I love you. Like we, outside of the house, I'm sure that we could be very cool. The ways that we connected on a personal level were not fake. But I just see you as too big of a threat in this game not to take the shot. And she was very solid on that. And that was the case. That was a pretty straightforward thing. And then she asked for a hug at the end. Can I hug you now? And he says, no, I don't want to be touched. All right, and people are saying He has a right to his personal space. I get that. But he just hugged Izzy, who he blamed everything on. He asked Izzy for a hug. He apologized to Izzy and gave Izzy a hug, right? And Izzy was probably one of the biggest pieces to getting him out. And now, Sari has apparently convinced him that the whole plan was on Cam. I don't know why she would say that. I mean, at the thing is about that move is that he's the one who's on the block. He's the one who's trying to fight for this miracle to get himself off the block. So you don't need, he doesn't have any leverage. He's not in the jury. So you don't need to prove to him. You don't need to prove anything to him. Clearly, the person who's taking the biggest amount of heat is Felicia, because she's the one who actually put him there. And he knows that multiple people agreed for him to be out of the house. So you don't need to pin it on anyone. The only thing pinning it on somebody is doing is giving him a chance to go around the house and be like, oh, it's Cameron's fault, and I got that from my conversation with Sari. And then that goes back to Cameron, and then it's going to go to Red, and then it's going to give them more reasons to target Sari. So I don't even know why Sari put herself in that position. Jag, I saw Jag's conversation with Hisams. It was rather funny because he was asking Jag, do you honestly think that I'm going home? And Jag was like, well, it's looking that way. You never know what can happen in this house. There's always a possibility. There could be a battle back. I don't want to say that it's likely for you to stay, but I'm not going to tell you that it's impossible, But I'm sorry for the position that you're in, and I wish it didn't have to be this way, and this and that. And when he talks to Jared, Jared is like, oh man, he's telling Jared, his sales pitch to Jared is that the professors considered him a +1 on the outside, and that the plan was to get out him next. And Jared's sitting here like, oh man, I'm so angry. I didn't know any of that. I'm so angry. I have to talk to Blue, and I have to talk to this person and figure out this and this. And the best part was when Hisams put his hand on Jared's shoulder and he was like, I know it hurts, man. I know it hurts to find this out. Not knowing how much Jared is on the in. He's going to feel so dumb when he checks these tapes that he keeps telling everyone to check. When you check the tapes, you're going to see that I played an honest game with honesty and integrity. I need America. I would love America to win HOH. I want to see America shake things up. I want to see America shake things up. I want to see one of that group actually go on the block. I'd even like to see Sari go on the block. That would be some major entertainment. That would be some major entertainment to see Sari or Jared or Izzy go on the block. I would be so entertained by that. I would be so entertained by that. But yeah, I don't know. In terms of Hisams' pitch, I still think that it's a long shot. Despite the fact that Jared and Izzy were like, oh, well, maybe it would be better. It's not just Jared and Izzy thinking that, because they play the game off of emotions. They have to convince the rest of the group why they should keep Hisams. And I think that it's almost impossible. Oh yeah, I would love to see Sari and Izzy go on the block together. That would be hilarious. That would be great. Man, that would be... I'm hoping that happens at some point of the season. I was actually hoping for that at some point in the season. And actually, low key, that might be... I said earlier, that might actually be the best case scenario for Sari. Because it's like we're both on the block. So I'm just campaigning for myself to get off the block. I'm not throwing you under the bus. But then it would be scary for Sari also. Because imagine if Izzy was like, hey, by the way, Jared is Sari's son. That has the potential to be one of the best kept secrets, or one of the most anticlimactic endings in Big Brother history, depending on which way Izzy decides to go with it. Because that's all on Izzy. Imagine if Izzy made it into a final 2 chair with one of them. But you know what? The funny thing is, if she made it to a final 2 with Sari or Jared, they might actually consider that a great gameplay thing. The fact that they were able to make it that long without anybody else knowing their secret. They might actually give that to them as a point in the jury. Because some people are like, people would be mad at them lying. But some other people might be like, wow, you were able to do that? And they might get credit for it. Izzy is going to squeal like a pig. If they get on the block together, yes, I think so too. I would definitely say if they end up sitting on the block next to each other, she will definitely tell on them to save herself, as she should. I think she played her hand too early. I think she should have held that for a rainy day. So now it's a weird position that they find themselves in. If that happens, Izzy wins hands down because Sari had an unfair advantage. And now, but then they would say that Sari is controlling all of her moves, which she is. And we've seen that happen on Big Brother before, where they're like, which of these moves were yours and which were controlled by this other person? So I wouldn't say Izzy wins hands down. I think that would be a split vote. I definitely think that would be a split vote. Because imagine a person with that many targets on their back from the jump, even without knowing Jared's her son, just knowing that she's played Survivor 4 times, and somehow making it to a final 2 chair. And then if you add in people not figuring out that that's her son, man, that would be something. That would be something, in my opinion. I mean, in my opinion. Anyways, y'all, I'm out. I just made it to my destination. I got to get my run on. I will return after Big Brother episode tonight, which will be 8 o'clock, which is in 2 hours for me. So I'll be here in 3 hours. Episode breakdown, recap, all that good stuff. Talk to y'all soon. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, notification bell. And I'm out.